Hey everybody, it's Karen with Food and Family. I want to make something I have seen and I think it's going to be good. Do you like cabbage? We love cabbage. And this is cabbage fritters. Now, I have some cabbage that, y'all remember that big, huge cabbage that Renee gave me? I cut it up and put it in the freezer. So it's real soft and pliable. If you're using a fresh cabbage, go ahead and cut it up, put it in a pot of water and let it boil 8 or 10 minutes to soften it up. But I want it a little bit smaller, the pieces. I want it a little finer. So I am going to put it out on my board here and chop it up a little bit. Just to break it up and get a little smaller, because we're going to make these into, like I said, they're fritters and the patties, and I don't want them to be huge pieces of cabbage. And see how when you freeze them, how it does, it makes it soft. Now you can't make coleslaw out of it, or if you know of a coleslaw that's made like that, let me know, because I'd be interested in it. All right, so it don't take much to run your knife through. There we go. Now, we're going to get this put over in our bowl right here. Now, you can make as many fritters as you want to. It's just me and Pop, and this is going to make plenty. In fact, we might need to share some with the neighbors. I bet they'd love them. Okay, so to this, I'm going to add 1 egg. Now, I have seen people add carrots, shredded carrots, or really small diced bell pepper, whatever kind of pepper. I don't want to add any pepper to it, but you know what? I think a little bit of my jalapeno peppers would be good. Y'all give me a second. Let's put some of those in there. What do you say? It won't take it much. Y'all know I have them in the freezer, ready to go. That might be 1/4 cup, if that much. Let me put them up. I don't want them to thaw. Oh, is that not going to be delicious? Now, y'all have heard me talk about coolapenos. And if some of you don't know what a jalapeno is, it is a pepper. It's identical to a jalapeno, just does not have the heat. I don't do heat very well. So some of you know that, some of you don't. So, but I love the jalapenos. They're hard to find. And I've never found them in the store, but I've grown them the last 2 years. And that's the only time I've seen them. Okay, so now I'm going to add some onion. I had some onion left over from another meal that I had diced up and I didn't use it all. So I'm going to put some of that in there. And we're using, maybe 1/4 cup. And I think that'll be enough onions. You know, we're going to do this just like you would a squash fritter or my potato patties. Yeah, this is, I think it's going to be really good. Okay, so now I want to add some flour. But I want to go ahead and put some oil in my pan. So we can get it hot. And y'all know this skillet that I have gets hot pretty quick. We're going to put it at 350. Let's move my knife. I'm done with it. Excuse me. So let's start putting some flour in here. Okay, so this is about 1/4 cup with this scoop. Let's start with 1/2 cup. Now, what it's going to do is we're going to mix it up, and it's going to be, technical word, gloopy. And but that's what you want. And that way they're going to stay together. But the moisture from the cabbage, the egg, is going to do all of that. Now, when I took this cabbage out of my freezer, I told you I cut it up and froze it. It had some moisture in the bag, so I had to squeeze it out real good because I didn't want all that extra moisture in the cabbage. Now, see, this is coming together really good. Can y'all see how pretty that is already? Look at those colors in there. You got the white, the green, the light green. My goodness. Now I'm trying to decide, do I want to spoon these out or do I want to get my scoop? You know I like to use my scoop when I'm doing stuff like this. Can you tell how that's getting, can you tell how that's gotten moist? That the flour has gotten moist in there. And that's from the cabbage and the egg. But that's what you want. We do not need any more flour. Now, what I used on this cabbage mounted to about half of a small cabbage. Now, that was plenty. This is more than enough for me in pop. Now, if you're going to use a small cabbage, I would put 2 eggs in it. And you're going to need a little bit more flour than I put in. I used about a half a cup, so you may need like 3/4 of a cup. But put it in and stir it up. And then you can decide as you stir it up. Excuse me. Okay, so let's move this pan up here before it gets too hot and I can handle it. And I've got a plate here with some paper towels that we're just going to put that on when we take them up. Can y'all see in this pan? I don't know if you can or not, but we'll hold them up. It's not hot yet. You know, it don't take long. Not yet. It's getting there. Okay, y'all, that's hot because I can hear it talking to me. So let's put it down in there. And I'm going to take the back of my spoon and just kind of press lightly on it. You can't see that one. I'll try to get one in here that you can see. I'm just getting a good, generous spoonful. You see that? This is going to make quite a few. And these are going to be nice size. Just don't overcrowd and don't put too many that you can't tin them. Kind of, if you got any stray pieces, try to scoop them up. All right, let's just do 4 for right now. My goodness. And we're just going to cook these till they're golden and crispy. You know what I forgot? To put some salt and pepper in here. So you know what I'm going to do before I turn these over? I'm going to sprinkle the top of them with a little bit of salt and pepper. And then we're going to put some salt and pepper over here, just to your taste. I'm not using that much. Now, I'm glad I thought about that, realized it. Okay, so let me get another spoon. I want to turn these over, and what I'm going to do is kind of use my spoon to help me guide them over just like that. Can you see that? There we go. I don't want to pop that grease out on me and get it everywhere. Now let's stir this salt and pepper in the rest of this cabbage. Okay, y'all, I'm going to finish cooking these, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to show you what they look like, and we're going to give it a taste test. I'm trying to figure out what you're going to serve it with. Maybe ranch dressing. We're going to come up with something. So, y'all give me a minute, and I'll be right back with you, okay? Okay, y'all, these are almost ready to come up. I decided at the last minute to make a dipping sauce. Now, the sauce I'm going to make is in volume 1. It's on page 58 with the black-eyed pea fritters. And that's the sauce we're going to make. So, it calls for a half of a cup of sour cream. So, let's get that measured out. Yeah, this is, and y'all have heard me say before, I am not a sour cream lover. I don't put it on my baked potatoes or tacos or anything like that, but I like this sauce. Okay, so we got our half of a cup of sour cream. Let's get rid of that. It's a little messy. And let's check our fritters. I think one more little flip, and they're going to be ready to come up. There we go. A little piece break off. We're cooking it. Okay, so to this, we don't need that. We're going to add 2 teaspoons of a Cajun seasoning, and I have Slap Ya Mama. Y'all have seen that. Y'all have seen my Brandon use it. And he always acts like he's going to slap me when he does. And we want 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Y'all, I don't have a fresh lemon. If I did, that's exactly what I'd be using. But this is okay. We want salt to taste. Just a tiny bit, because we've got that lemon juice in there. And the Slap Ya Mama. Now this is, I know this is going to be good. You can make it in this bowl. You can double this recipe and make it in this bowl. Put it in your refrigerator, cover it up, and serve it right in that same bowl. You might want to clean around the edges. Oh, y'all, that's good. Let's set that right there. These are ready to come up. So let's get these up. This is a beautiful plate. This would make a great side dish for anything. Now, I'm going to show you something because I've had those sitting there. Look, you see what I'm going to do? I'm going to put them back in here and heat them up. Just because they've gotten cool, and it won't take but just a minute. Now, let's get us a little plate so we can try these. I'm going to put me a little bit of this dipping sauce on the side. Like I said, it's dipping sauce, right? Or you can smear you a little bit on top. Let's grab this one right here. Isn't it pretty? Looky there. Isn't that beautiful? Let's get a fork so we can try this. Okay. I want y'all to see the inside of this. Can y'all see that? And it's steaming. Oh my goodness. Little sauce. I don't want to burn my mouth. Mmm. Wow. Look at this beautiful plate of fritters. Isn't that gorgeous? I want to move this hot oil. I think these are going to be a winner. I want to get Pop in so he can try one. I hope y'all have enjoyed this video. And if you do, please give it a like. And like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, hit that notification bell so you'll know when we put out another video. We appreciate each and every one of you so, so, so much. And we certainly enjoy having you in our home. Now, don't forget, we have volume 1 and volume 2. And I hope you'll go and check them out there. You can look at them on my website, KarenJonesFoodAndAFamily.com. And if you'll click on the book or books that you want, it'll take you straight to my printer, and they'll take your order, and they ship. They ship really quick. So, but I appreciate it, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all come back and join us again soon. See you later.